Sciatic nerve pain is not just pain. It is the hesitation you feel before getting out of bed each morning, not because you are lazy, but because you are afraid. Afraid of the pain shooting from your lower back down your leg. Afraid that one wrong step could ruin the entire day. If you are over 60, you likely understand this feeling better than anyone else, because when you were younger, pain was just pain. Now, pain comes with a quiet worry. Will I still be able to move normally today? And here is something few people dare to say directly. The more people over 60 try to stretch to fix sciatica, the worse it often gets. You are not doing anything wrong. You are simply following what the internet, videos, and many exercises for seniors tell you to do. But sciatica in older adults is no longer just about tight muscles. It is a nervous system that is irritated, on high alert, and defensive. When the nervous system is panicked, forceful stretching is like pulling a rope that is already stretched to its limit. Instead of relaxing, the body tightens even more to protect itself. That is why in this video, we will stop stretching, not to give up, but to go in the right direction. We will talk about exercises that are safe for people over 60, exercises that calm the nervous system first, and only then gradually reduce sciatic nerve pain in a sustainable way, without forcing, without jerking, and without risk. Stay until the end of the video. I will show you a very simple way to know whether your nervous system needs reassurance or whether your daily exercise habits are unknowingly making it more alert and defensive. From these deeply real-life shares about sciatic nerve pain, you may begin to realize something important, that fear is not yours alone. The same worrying statements keep appearing again and again, such as, "I have to sit on the edge of the bed for a long time every morning before I dare to stand up. Just one step out of rhythm, and the pain shoots straight from my buttock down to my foot. I stretch every day, but why does it get worse the more I do it?" Many people over 60 say they no longer dare to bend forward, do not dare to walk fast, and are even afraid of turning over in bed while sleeping. The most painful part is not the physical pain. It is the feeling of gradually losing control over your own body. And from these very honest stories, a big question begins to emerge in each of us. Are we doing something wrong right from the very beginning? It is precisely that question that causes many people over 60 to start going in the wrong direction. The truth is, sciatic nerve pain does not always require stretching. Especially after the age of 60, the nervous system no longer responds the way it did when you were 30 or 40. When a nerve is irritated, inflamed, or overloaded, forceful stretching does not help it relax. It can actually make it more alarmed. That is why many people say, stretching feels relieving for a few minutes, but afterward the pain spreads further. The problem is not simply weak or tight muscles. It lies in the fact that the nervous system needs to be calmed, not pulled. And if we continue to treat this pain like ordinary muscle pain, the results will never be sustainable. Simply because the true nature of the problem is misunderstood, many people have pushed themselves too hard with methods that are not meant for a body at this age. What you are about to see does not come from a new fitness trend, nor are these the more it hurts, the better exercises. This is an approach used in rehabilitation for older adults, where the first goal is not to become stronger, but to re-stabilize the nervous system. Many doctors and physical therapy professionals, especially those caring for people over 60, agree on one thing. When the nerve is placed in a position of safety, pain decreases even before the muscles become stronger. You do not need to believe me right now. Let your own body answer after a series of very small, very slow movements in the next part. When you give your body the chance to respond through genuine sensation, an entirely different perspective begins to open. The problem with sciatica is not that you are not stretching enough, but that your nervous system has lost its sense of safety. After the age of 60, the body no longer needs to be stretched further. It needs to be reorganized. Instead of asking, "Is this exercise stretching deeply enough?" change the question to, "After this movement, does my body feel calmer?" When the nervous system settles, the muscles naturally let go. When the sense of safety returns, pain no longer has to shout to get attention. This is the critical shift, not fighting the pain, but guiding the body out of a state of alarm. When you understand that the goal is not to stretch harder, but to bring the body back into a state of safety, we can begin with 3 simple but correct core movements. Exercise 1. Gentle knee-to-chest decompression. Calm the nerve first. This is not a stretch. This is the first signal you send to your nervous system. Everything is okay. How to do it? Lie on your back on a bed or mat. Bend one knee and hold behind the thigh. Do not hold the kneecap. Very gently draw the knee toward your chest. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, breathing slowly and deeply. Switch sides. Then, if it feels comfortable, hug both knees. What you should feel: comfortable, warm, light. No jolting, shooting, or pain traveling down the leg. This movement creates space for the nerve, but more importantly, it turns down the alarm bell your body has been ringing every morning. Exercise 2. Gentle side-to-side rotation, wiping water. Lubricate, not stretch. Once the nerve is less tense, we need to lubricate the joints, not pull on the tissues. How to do it? Lie on your back with both knees bent. Extend your arms out to the sides, forming a T shape. Keep your shoulders relaxed against the bed or floor. Gently let both knees fall to the left. Return to center, then to the right. Tempo: very slow. Exhale as the knees fall to the side. Inhale as they return to center. What you should feel: the spine gradually becoming softer. Less stiffness in the hips. No feeling of being forced or twisted. This movement pumps fluid into degenerating joints and tells the nervous system, this movement is safe. Exercise 3. Seated forward fold. Diver. Strongest decompression. This is the strongest decompression movement, yet also the safest for people over 60, especially if getting down to the floor is difficult. How to do it? Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair. Feet wider than hip-width apart. Hands resting on your thighs. Begin the dive. Tuck your chin toward your chest. Slowly round your back. Slide your hands down your legs, letting your torso drop between your thighs. At the lowest point, relax your neck. Take 3 deep breaths. Imagine the breath moving into your lower back. When coming back up, use your hands for support. Roll the spine up 1 segment at a time. Do not spring up. What you should feel: legs feel lighter. Tingling gradually decreases. The body lets go without bracing. This is the movement many people say, the first time I felt my nerve could breathe. The golden rules for all 3 exercises. None of the exercises should increase pain. None of them require pushing a little more. After practice, you should feel better, or at least not worse. If an exercise causes sharp shooting pain, skip it. The body over 60 does not learn through force. It learns through repeated sensations of safety. And at this point, an important question is likely forming in your mind. Are these exercises enough for me, or is my nervous system still holding tension? And to answer the question you just had, whether these 3 exercises are enough for you, the key does not lie in doing more, but in using them correctly. This is the part that many viewers over 60 always ask about, yet very few videos explain clearly. First, train according to your state, not a rigid schedule. If you wake up in the morning with numbness, heavy legs, or fear of putting your feet on the floor, do exercise 1 first. The goal is not movement, but calming the nervous system. If during the day you sit for a long time and your lower back gradually tightens, choose exercise 2 as a gentle way to lubricate. At the end of the day, when the body is tired but not sharply painful, exercise 3 helps decompress and release accumulated pressure. Second, less but consistent. Each exercise only needs 2-3 repetitions, 1-2 sessions per day. For seniors over 60, results come from safe repetition, not intensity. Third, signs that you are on the right track. Not that the pain disappears immediately, but that you are less afraid of movement. Your legs feel lighter after exercising. The pain does not spread further.
If there is a day when you do only one exercise and feel better, then that is already enough and correct. And when you know how to use the 3 exercises properly, there is still one very important question that needs to be answered right now. How do I know whether these exercises are enough for me? In the next section, I will share a 30-second test to help you know whether your nervous system needs to be reassured or whether your daily exercise habits are unintentionally making it more alert.
This is exactly what I promised you in the opening. A very simple test, just 30 seconds. No pain, no risk. Stand up naturally. No arching your back, no tightening your core. Just stand the way you normally stand every day. Now, gently lean your body slightly forward, just a little, like when you are about to sit down on a chair. Hold that position for 30 seconds, breathing slowly. If during those 30 seconds, the sensation in your back and legs becomes calmer, lighter, or easier to breathe with, that is a sign your nervous system needs to be reassured, not stretched further. If you try to stand upright immediately and the discomfort increases, that is a very clear warning. This one small test helps you understand the core issue. The problem is not that you are weak, it is that you are communicating incorrectly with your nervous system. And when you understand this correctly, the way you live with sciatica pain will begin to change. And once you have personally felt the body's true signals through that 30-second test, what you need next is not to try harder, but to feel safer. I want you to understand one very important thing. Sciatica pain does not mean you are broken, and it certainly does not mean that every movement is dangerous. For people over 60, the nervous system often becomes more sensitive, like an alarm bell turned up too loud. Many episodes of pain appear not because of new damage, but because the body is on high alert. The 3 exercises you just learned are not meant to fix your body. They simply send one very clear message. Everything is safe. You can relax. The safety rules are very clear. During the exercises, the sensation must feel better or stay the same, never worse. If there is sharp pain, rapidly spreading numbness, or increasing burning pain, stop immediately. No exercise is mandatory. Your body is always right. You do not need to push through pain. You only need to stop making the nervous system more afraid. When fear is turned down, another door begins to open, the belief that your body still has the ability to recover. I have met many people over 60 who once believed, sciatica is my fate. I'm old now, I just have to live with it. But modern medical science shows the opposite. The nervous system has the ability to adapt throughout life. It learns from what you do every day. When you stop overstretching, when you choose slow, safe, controlled movements, when you give the body a sense of protection, not force, the nervous system begins to lower its alarm. The pain does not need to disappear immediately, but it becomes less frightening. And when fear decreases, movement returns. The new belief is not, I will heal right away. It is, I know how to live with my body and make it stronger little by little. That is the true foundation of recovery. Don't try to do everything today. Don't exercise more, and don't go looking for 10 more videos. Choose just one exercise from the 3 you just watched. Perform it more slowly than you think is necessary. Listen to your body afterward, not during the exercise, but 30 minutes later. If you feel lighter, more at ease, or at least not worse, then you are on the right path. Subscribe to the channel now. Keep following, and I'll see you in the next video. Not to exercise more, but to exercise correctly and live more gently each day.